Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Friday morning here in Boston, Mass. This is day 376 of the 3 Plus Minutes of Planks Challenge. And as always, I am filled with gratitude. Um, Thoughts on my mind today. Last night, I just finished up with a 2 day trip, a pretty long and pretty busy 2 day trip. And I got to tell you, uh, productive trip, but I was trying to do any and everything to get out of this particular trip. Just wasn't honestly. I couldn't tell you why. It was a pretty decent trip. 3 legs each day. They make for long days, so I guess that's kind of what it is. I was looking for something a little bit easier. Um, and here's the thing about that. It probably was one of the best experiences in terms of a trip that I've had in a long time. And I had some really pretty good trips. Generally my days are amazing, but this was such an interesting and impactful trip. So I'll tell you a little bit of the thought process of how I think about things. If I feel that way that I don't want to be in a trip or something, I'll say to myself, okay, all right, then let's go try something else. Let's see if we can maybe move it to another trip or move the days around and things of the sort. And this trip was one of those trips that I couldn't do it. But what happens is when that doesn't happen for me and I can't move it around, then that means, hey, okay, God, you got something for me today, something I'm supposed to experience, something I'm supposed to see, something I'm supposed to teach, anything of the sort. Um, Yesterday was one of those days. I met two amazing people. I flew with another amazing person, Jeff. The first person I met was Patty. I met Patty on my flight from where was I going? From Charlotte to Boston, and she was in my section. And the first interaction I had with her is I bumped her by mistake as I was going through the cabin. And when that happened, I apologized, and she apologized as well. And I turned around and I looked her directly in the eye, and the energy that you could see in her eyes, she just had a brightness in her eyes. So I noticed it, but I didn't really say much. My second interaction with her was when she was writing her journal. She was writing in her journal, and something that though I'm not as great as it as I should be, but something that I do is journaling, and I know journaling does something for me where I can just get out my feelings and understand that they're just feelings and let it go. So I asked her about it, and her response to me was, yeah, it gives me peace of mind, especially in such a chaotic time that I'm having in a moment. Now, what you have to realize is when she said that, it sparked something into me because she didn't look like she was going through chaos or the normal look of someone going through chaos. She was truly at peace. So I asked her to expound on it, and she told me that she had just found out she got cancer and she had to move away from her parents, from being close to her parents. And she was going through the thoughts and trying to figure out how to explain all of this to her mom. Now, the chaos that she spoke of and the peace that she had just didn't correlate. It was just an amazing thing. And it was just such an insightful moment. And we just bonded over that and just had a little bit of a talk and hugged it out. I'm praying for her. And one of the things she did is she gave me this bracelet for my kindness. And, you know, it was just an interesting moment. It was an amazing moment, is what it was. Secondly, um, I meet the second lady. Her name is Carrie, and she was on our flight from Boston to Atlanta, and she's an IT. I guess she's an IT guru. And her and my good friend Jeff ended up having a conversation about that. But I watched the interaction between them, and it's like, let me say this. This is what I actually told them. I said, I see big things in their future, and the truth of the matter is, I see that thing between both of them working together in this weird way. Um, I could see in the moment, I could see magic in them both, and made another really good friend. She's just, I see big things in her future, and I had to let her know that and express that. And those moments are the moments that make my day, that make my week, that make my month, that make my year, that make my decade, that make my life. And it's an amazing feeling. Anyway, be blessed today and every day. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.